Pastor Ray Barnett here with you. Glad that you could be with me here on the Oasis. And as always, I wish you, excuse me, a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this broadcast. Beautiful day here. I know I say it all the time, but it really is. 70s, a little breezy, but very, very comfortable. Very, very nice. Today is September the 1st in the year 2022. And hard to believe summer's almost coming to an end, another couple of weeks. Hey, I got a couple of things for you today. Oh, number one is I decided to outsmart the demons that haunt this channel. Instead of going to a nice lonely spot, I came to a fairly busy parking lot. See how that works out. Figured if we're gonna have noise, might as well plan on it. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm in the on the edge of a fairly busy parking lot behind one of the hospitals here. Yeah, I got two things for you today. Number one, I went through this a couple of weeks ago with you, a couple of weeks back, and I asked you to leave me some comments about how your progress is going. So that's the first thing. I want to ask you to leave me some comments, and it doesn't have to be like lengthy. It can be just as simple as doing good, making progress. If you want to write a little bit more, that's fine too. But I'd like to hear from you, and I know some of you write fairly frequently, but I would like to always, like, it's kind of like an accountability thing, the way we're doing this. I mean, with the broadcast, and that we don't have the personal touch, it's a bit difficult to ascertain. So again, some of you keep in touch, and I get an idea of the kind of progress you're making, and some of you are making very good progress. But for the rest, I don't really have much of an idea. So that's the first thing I want to ask you. It's a type of an assignment that you would let me know. How are you doing? Now look, there's something else behind this. We talked about it, I don't know, again, a couple of broadcasts ago, about the stigma of nervous symptoms, depression, or what's called mental illness. By the way, if you have nervous symptoms, doesn't mean you're mentally ill. If you're depressed, that doesn't mean you're mentally ill either. I'm just saying. The stigma of nervous symptoms. How many people in America are taking medications for panic and anxiety and for depression as well? And I meet a lot of them, and a lot of them are young. I mean, they're like teenagers or early 20s. How many are taking medications but don't want to talk about it openly? I mean, I'm sometimes in a public place, and young person, I'm thinking about a young woman I met, and she's talking about it, but she's whispering as though there was thousands of people listening. It's kind of it's that stigma that I've mentioned to you before, and some of you are aware of it. The stigma of nervous ailments, nervous symptoms, depression, and of course the mental illness that some of you have been diagnosed with. So you see, if you leave a comment, a public comment, then that is going to help you, and it's going to help the situation. As I told you again a few days ago, with all the advancement that we've made in medicine. Matter of fact, I'm sitting behind not just the hospital, but the cancer treatment place. Now, all these people could come out of this. You can't see the hospital here, but treatment center. But all these people can come out of here and talk about their diagnosis, and it's like, yeah, well, it's unfortunate. I got cancer, or I'm getting chemo. But you still can't talk about nervous symptoms, depression, and again, these mental health concerns. It's still a taboo subject. So what I'm suggesting is twofold. By leaving a comment, and right here on the channel, just right below, leaving a comment, it will let me know that you're making progress. Or if you're not making progress, well, leave that there too. I can make that a matter of prayer, or maybe you can put something down there that will give me an idea of something maybe I should be addressing on the show. So I'm going to ask you to do it. I'm going to ask all of you that subscribe to leave a comment so that we can help stop to break this stigma that nervous symptoms, panic attacks, depression is something to be ashamed of, because it's not. It's not something to be ashamed of. Again, I don't go, I don't suggest that you rather go around saying to everybody, hey, guess what, I'm depressed, or share your medical history with everybody. But it would be helpful to start to at least, start here. And specifically what I'm looking for is, what type of progress are you making? Or do you feel like, well, I was making progress, but I'm not now? Or I don't feel like I've been making progress at all, whatever. Those comments are going to help break that stigma that this subject can be talked about, and it can be talked about publicly. And it's just a good thing. But also it brings in this second area, which is accountability. See, when I taught my class in person down in the church, I was able to hold people accountable because they were sitting right in front of me. And not all, but most of them attended the church. So after service, I could casually say, so how's it going? We don't have that. So leaving a comment on your progress, and maybe like if we could do this maybe on a weekly basis, something like that, or it doesn't even have to be weekly, but just a regular basis. If we could do something like this on a regular basis, then there'd be an accountability there that you will have. And this way, again, I can add you to my prayer life, or add your specific concern to my prayer life, or I could address it here on the broadcast. So that's what I'm asking you today to do. I'm asking you to leave a comment specifically related to progress, whether it's making great progress, slow progress, not much progress, stuck, things have been, whatever. That would be, I think that would be very, very helpful for you. Now, if you watch this program on a regular basis, I've told you many, many times, I'm not after validation. I'm not looking for all these subscribers. I'm not being subsidized. I'm not being monetized. I don't get paid for this. I'm not making money off of it. I'm not looking to be validated as, the new Christian Dr. Phil, who I wouldn't want to be like anyway. I'm not looking for validation. I'm not looking for these things that other people look for. I'm just looking to help you. So it would be helpful if you could just brave the temptation to keep silent about your condition and just drop me a comment. And again, it don't have to be lengthy and long. I'm not looking for your medical history. Just say, hey, good progress, little progress, whatever. Okay, you got the idea. And the point here, once again, is to start to be able to talk about these things in a more open fashion, because I'm going to say this again, I'll repeat myself in the future. It's a shame that we have not made any advances, or very little advances, in the area of mental health, that people still don't want to talk about it. They're ashamed, they're afraid to talk about, they're afraid to confide. People are afraid to confide in me, and I'm a pastor. Believe me, whatever is said in my office, it stays there. I mean, I don't talk to anybody about it. Not my wife, no one. I don't share. And yet people are still reluctant to talk about these things. It's a kind of a very sad situation. A very, very sad situation that we haven't made any progress in this area. Anyway, leave me a comment. Let me know, specifically related to your progress. Let me know, how are you doing? Making progress, and so on. Not making progress, stuck. Well, I just add this one thing. Yesterday I was talking to you about not being discouraged. And I do feel that there are tons of people who are discouraged. And once you get to that point, you lose the battle simply by default. I mean, it's like when a fighter, his trainer or manager just takes the towel and throws it in the ring. Fight's over. Fight actually wasn't over, but the manager or trainer just feels like he's had enough punishment. That's the end of this fight. Some fighters are really object to that. They want to keep on going, but the trainer says, hey, you know what? No, that's enough. Well, if you quit, if you're at the point of giving in to discouragement, then you lose by default because you're simply not in the fight anymore. You threw in the towel. Don't throw in the towel. Keep it going. Don't give up. Discouragement's going to come. Just don't let it take you over. All right? So, just a little short broadcast today. My hair, what little left I have of my hair blown all over the place today. It's very windy. Second thing, I'll give you some advice for you men that may have white beards like me. Don't trim it right before you're going to do a broadcast. I got white hairs all over the place. Anyway, I threw that in at no extra cost. That's my exhortation. We'll see who takes me up on it. Let me know about your progress, and we'll kill two birds with one stone. Start breaking the mold on this thing with the stigma, and you'll have accountability, and I'll be able to see just how you're doing. All right? So that's all I have for you for today. I'm so filled with hairs. Yeah, just keep on going, man. Just don't give up. Don't give in. I started this yesterday. I still feel very much exercised about this. Don't quit, man. Don't give up. Don't give in. Keep on going. Refuse to give up. And we will walk this through together and beat these symptoms that have tormented you for weeks, months, and for many of you it's been years. So, let me pray for you. Father, I just pray for my friends again. Ask you to touch them today and give them relief and give them the courage to be able to leave comments related to their progress. And in this way we can accomplish a lot for them and for the community at large that we serve. I ask you to touch each one in Jesus' name. Amen. Alrighty. I came to a busy parking lot. We didn't get interrupted at all. Outsmarted the little demons that we have on this channel. Alright. If you want to be part of this small group, and it is a small group, subscribe. And make sure you hit the notification button. And the thumbs up is helpful. And the weather's supposed to hold up, I think, this week. Could feel like it's almost like feels like a fall day today. Weather holds up, God willing. I'll be with you here again tomorrow on the Oasis. But as always, until that time comes, make sure you let the peace of Christ rule in your heart. God bless. I'll see you again tomorrow here on the Oasis.